everybody. Welcome back to the 30 Minutes of Fame. Today I've got just a rocking episode here. Just a talented dude, amazing band I came across on my post on Christian Podcasters. Bryan, Carman, did I say that right? Bryan? I never even asked you how to pronounce it. Oh, perfect.
Bryan with a Y. Yep.
Okay, perfect.
And
Lead
Carman.
guitarist, co-founder, Christian hard rock metal band. Yes. W.A.R. We are Resolute, W.A.R. Loud guitars, drums, amazing lyrics. Welcome to my show, man. Thanks for coming
Thank
on.
you. Thanks for having me.
So you started playing guitar in 2001. That's where your musical journey started.
Yeah, I was
Um,
35.
wow, nice.
God's like, he sent me my drummer. We were best friends. And he was like, if you buy a guitar, I'll show you a couple things. And so John jokes about it because he says, it's all my fault. Because he made me get a guitar, basically. And then that's how it all started. So
Beautiful. So what was the very first song you learned to play, and how many times did you play it in a row?
that's a real difficult one. The first one that we really got serious with was we were trying to get Scott Wenzel as our lead singer, and he committed to it. But Scott Wenzel from White Cross, and it just wouldn't work because geographically, and he wasn't very good at the internet at the time. He may be now, but so I waited. We tried it for a couple months, and it just wasn't going to work. And so in the process of that, we reached out to Dale Thompson from Bride because he had a thing on the Facebook, and it said um, vocalist for hire, and I was like, I'm getting on this.
Wow.
And he actually rejected us twice. And then the third time he was like, okay, so it was the first song that we ever did with him was Your Enemy. So that's off the first album, um, Shine the Light. Can you see that?
Yep,
Yep.
perfect. Oh, that's a cool cover too.
This is Tunnel Park. It was a friend from church, their daughter, and they were divorced. So then I had to wait 36 and a half minutes to get permission. But it was personal pictures. This was not made for a CD, but it sure does look like it. So after that 36 and a half minutes, I was able to get permission to use it, and the rest is history.
Beautiful. Now you've worked with, I was going to do this in my little intro here, but you work with some pretty big names, not only just in the Christian industry, but Tracy Ferrie from Stryper in Boston. Like,
Yep,
wow, man. Stryper to me, I was in my room, a little metalhead, listening to Shout at the Devil by Motley Crue, which is still my favorite band. But my parents are ministers. My brother and sister
okay,
were very religious. My brother comes in with the Shout at the Devil and the big cassette, the old cassette packages. He's like, "Hey, I just bought this, man. Let's
yep,
listen to it." And we put on the Hell with the Devil, and I was like, "Wow." And
yep.
yeah, so Stryper has been huge for me. I've turned
Same for
51.
me.
Yeah. So
And
what was it like
Petra.
working with that guy?
Oh, Tracy Ferrie, totally awesome. He even calls me from time to time just to pray with me.
Wow.
And Ray Para does the same thing from Sacred Warrior. So it's really cool. Some of the people we've worked with, all of our CDs, if you don't mind, I can show you them. The
Of
first
course.
one is Shine the Light, and this came out in 2020. And then our second one, which we were totally excited, that's my daughter. And
Oh
so I
wow.
had her take a bite of the apple and then put that blinder on. So that's our second album that came out in 2022, which unfortunately, that's when my wife died.
Hmm.
And then our third album, Fallen Angel, that came out in 23. And then this one took a little longer because we were trying to find our sound and all that. But after Fallen Angel, I think Fallen Angel and this one came out really, really well, and we found our sound on the guitar and everything. So this is our newest one, and it's our fourth CD through Roxx Records, ROXX, and really good. And we're working on our fifth one, which is going to be a double disc, and one of them is going to be regular We Are Resolute with Dale singing and all that, but the other one's going to be with me being lead vocalist.
Wow.
So we'll see how that goes.
That's unreal, man. I'm really loving the tunes. I've been a member of that page for like 6 or 7 months. I'm like, oh, like I love my musician episodes because I've been playing guitar since I was 10.
Okay.
And I stopped for 25 years when I was a drunk and an alcoholic, but I picked it up again about a year and a half ago when the
Okay.
music director of my church just gifted me a guitar and said, "Hey, I want this to have a good home."
That's cool.
and it brought me back to life, man. Now I'm playing.
Yep.
I'm playing at church. I'm posting stuff on. I just don't. I don't care anymore, and I love it.
Yep. Music is awesome. You know why? Because God created it.
Mm. You know what I love most about music is the musicians I've had on. I don't ask them if they go to church. I don't ask them, right? Like music is just, I don't ask them who they voted for. I don't ask them who's waiting at home in their beds because no one cares about that stuff. Music is just, most
Yep.
of it is for everybody.
Well, music's universal. It's gonna, even if it's a non-Christian band, they can write a beautiful song that will touch your heart. So music was created by God, and the devil and other people and humanity misuse it. So Christianity is just taking it back. That's what I say.
I love it, man. I remember when I was 15 or 16 years old, I had the Motley Crue shout out the devil flag on the back of my door because my parents couldn't see it. They're ministers, right?
Right.
And so we had a pastor come stay with us for a week, and he had my room, and I'm like, oh no, the Motley Crue poster. So I ended up losing all my tapes and stuff, and I got them back. But while he was there, so it's a little bit of shout at the devil, a little bit of the hell at the devil.
Right.
But yeah, so we were talking about some of your songs, and two we mentioned I'd love to hear the stories of.
Okay.
First, the song "You Love Me." That's powerful words, powerful song, just kind of
Oh
a
yeah.
light touch. What's the story there?
Um, I've been going through some stuff, pretty horrible stuff in the last 6 years, and just rely on the love of Christ and my kitty, I guess. She just jumped up and said hello. And just focusing on, because you're supposed to be still and know he's God. And so I did that one day, and that song just materialized. And I said, "Oh man, I got to write this down." And then I'll put my phone camera on and I'll sing the tune so I don't lose it. Because it could be a week before I get to it or something because the things will get in the way.
Hmm.
But because of the love of God, the Father, giving his son to die on the cross for me, like my grandpa used to say, if I was the only one that was ever going to accept him, he still would have died. And so the love of Christ is beyond measure. And that song just, I think, it just makes people think. If you listen to it, you know what it's about. So did that answer that?
Beautifully. Now,
Okay.
the two songs I listened back to back, which are two totally different songs.
Okay.
It's like so this one, and then there's Thunder of God, which I'm going to be putting into the episode here. But for me,
Okay.
the two songs feel like different sides of the heart. That's what I took from it.
Okay.
You got someone on this side here that's watching out for you, and it's a gentle, but then this one's kind of right.
Yep.
But the power of that, the words really hit me too.
Thunder of God is based on right out of the Bible, and it's about the law can't save us. So the law is actually a hammer. It's not going to help you. It's gonna expose you and show you your need for a savior. That's what the law's purpose is, because no one can work or earn their way to God, right? So Jesus had to die, and the law is the hammer of God. It's the thunder of God. And I was like, whoa, that's got to be a song. Because I can't remember what version I was listening or translation I was reading, but it actually said thunder of God. And I'm like, whoa. So it was really cool.
That's beautiful. So I read something here that song was inspired from a conversation with your nephew.
Um, that might be the name of our band.
Oh, okay.
Because
That
he said, hey, what about We Are Resolute? Because I was looking to change, and I'm like, it really didn't hit me at first, but then I liked it. But we used to be called Otherwise Broken.
hmm.
But we had so much changeover that every time I pointed people to YouTube, they'd go, "Oh, your singer's not that good." It's like, "Oh, that's not the right one," because Dale Thompson is good. He's like a living legend. And man, I just write things and he sings them. I might make it a 7, and he takes it up to 11. Man, his vocals are just like primo. I just love his vocals, and they
Yeah,
fit what we do. So
a lot of your stuff reminds me of some of like my favorite bands that I've been to so many times live. Like, but I know it's original, but I hear like a lot of I don't know if the band Slaughter in there, but it's just that kind of hard, like real 80s metal that's making a comeback. And I
yeah,
don't
that's
know.
my influences are like Led Zeppelin, Aerosmith, Kiss, obviously Stryper, White Cross, Guardian, White Heart, Petra. Petra was my first concert in the Welsh Auditorium in Grand Rapids for the Beyond Belief tour. I was hooked because at the time people were like Christian rock's of the devil, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. No, music is from God, and we're going to use it to glorify Him. You can go ahead and sit there and think that it's of the devil, and we'll just reach people while you're. I don't understand people.
You know,
It's
I
all
don't
supposed
get
to be about the kingdom, right?
exactly. I've got a hip hop artist coming on from Brooklyn, that Christian rapper,
Yep.
and he gets from a lot of the old, oh, that music, it's all about, drugs and women and gangs, and it's, are you listening to the words? Like it's
Do they read the Bible?
yeah.
Holy smokes. I think there's lots of stuff that's worse in the Bible than there are in some of these songs or
Oh
the
yeah.
bands. But it's with a heavenly perspective and it's writing it down as a history. It's not promoting it.
Now, man,
So
I'm a girl dad. My daughter's 12. I did read that your daughter has contributed some vocals and some instruments on some of your. What's that like to hear that, to be able to know you guys?
that's on this album.
Yeah.
And she did the keyboards and she sang a song called Who I Am because it's about peer pressure. And she was really struggling with not being popular and all that kind of stuff. And so actually I sat her down and then that song materialized from there. And Benjamin Bird song from the band The Bird Songs did the vocals with her for free. And if you listen to it, man, they sound good together.
Man, that's a memory you're gonna have. Like that's got
Yep,
to be pretty cool. I know I had my daughter on my show here as the guest one week. I didn't have anyone, so I'm like, come have
that's
a
how you
chat
do
with
it.
me.
Yep,
And like long after I'm gone, well, if YouTube still exists in her video, whatever we're watching on there.
yep.
But hopefully there'll be a timestamp and she can look back and watch that. So your daughter now has that song that she can
What's
listen
that?
to for the rest. Your daughter now
Oh
has
yeah,
that
yeah.
song she can listen to for the rest of her
Yep.
life. That's got to be a cool feeling there.
And it helps other people that might be struggling with the same thing. So she's helping people and doesn't even know it. So
That's beautiful. So if you could pick one band out there to cover one of your songs, who are you gonna pick, and which song are you picking?
boy, it'd be easy to say Bride because it's already the same singer. But probably if it can't be Bride, probably Sacred Warrior because Ray Parra's vocals, man, they're just as powerful as they were in the 80s.
Wow.
Yeah, he's really good. You've heard of Sacred Warrior, right?
Oh yes, of course.
Okay, that's good.
Episode
But
not
yeah,
over. We're safe.
yep, yeah, really good band. Just yeah, so it's a good time for everything to come back from that style.
Beautiful. So after someone's listened to your song or you post something online, what's like when someone reaches out to you and says, "Hey, man, that song really hit me hard," or like that song, I was listening to that on the way home from something horrible and it made me forget all about it. What's that like for you when you hear feedback like that about your music?
It's really really encouraging because we have our one of our super fans we call him. It's Robert Scott. He's a wrestler, and we've had him on our podcast, which is called Road Less Traveled, with Paul Onart and me and myself on thing. But his dad was dying, and so at the time we had a song called Kingdom of Heaven, which is on the first one, and then the song Heaven, which is on this one. Kingdom of Heaven was finished, but the other one was not. So the other Heaven is based on a poem my wife wrote about her mom dying the year before. And he goes, "Can I?" After his dad died, because they listened to the music as he was alive still around his bed. Then a couple weeks later, he died, and then Robert Scott asked me, "Can I read the lyrics to that song Heaven at my dad's funeral?" And I had tears in my eyes. I'm like, "Yeah, that's what we do it for." So yeah, it's really good for us because it encourages us. I think it's the way God will keep us enthusiastic about what we're doing. Because even the disciples at one point in the Bible said, "Hey Lord, who's listening to our report?" And then they were encouraged to keep on going, never
Yeah.
giving up on prayer and always giving the message. So yeah, it's always great to hear any kind of response, even some of the negative stuff I've had. And I'm like, okay. And so you look at it and say, does this guy have a point or is he just a jerk? And sometimes even the jerks can give you an insight on how to do something better. So just try to look at everything because God lets things and people come into your life to grow us. And the trying of our faith works patience and all that kind of stuff. And you've been through some bad stuff you told me in private. So, yep. Now we either listen to God or we don't, right? And so if we listen, we'll grow and we'll be even more able to present the gospel to the lost with a more powerful message because of the Holy Spirit. So,
I love that, man. 5 years ago, I moved to a little town, and my the first person I met in this town was the Baptist pastor in town. We became best friends. We're still best friends, even though he's moved away. And so I stopped questioning things. Like he invited me out to this little concert in town where all the churches get together, and there was a big hockey game on. And I didn't want to go, and I went, and I ended up meeting like the lady I'm currently with now, almost 2 years. So I don't question things anymore. And
right.
we were driving in this little mountain town on one of our first dates with my sister, who's extremely religious. Shout out to Dana if she's watching. But on this giant mountain is the shadow of a cross, and to me, it just hit me, man. Like this is what I just got to stop caring what people think.
Yep.
Um, I love having Christian artists on. I have pastors on here. I've had, a blues singer, a former gangbanger that his whole thing is Jesus loves an outlaw.
Oh,
When
that's
you
cool.
when you stop being afraid of what people think anymore, it's such a powerful thing, and people are too worried about what others are thinking. Right? It's just just got to go for it. So
Yeah.
with you having this podcast, let's talk about that for a minute. How many episodes are you in? What's that been like?
I think we're about to do number 86. I don't have the equipment. My co-host Paul Onart does. So
Yeah.
he gives me updates and stuff, and our numbers are going up, so that's good. And all of my episodes are fun, but the two that kind of stand out is Bloodgood, right?
Hmm.
We had Les Carlson and his wife Joyce on 2 times because they actually asked to come back on, which is really cool. And so and Paul calls them the Christian metal royalty
Oh, nice.
because they are. They're old. They're in their 70s and they're
Yeah,
still jamming for Jesus, man. And that's just a testament to God and the Holy Spirit. And if you make yourself available, God makes a way, no matter what you're going through. So,
beautiful, man. The So yeah, well, I'm gonna put your link to your podcast, a link to your music, whatever you want in the description.
okay.
Let me
Here's my
know.
our shirt. There it is. That's the front cover of the CD.
Beautiful.
So just in case it didn't come on there, if people need to see it better because of my background thing, I'm not used to this. The
Yeah.
front cover of this album is on a T-shirt and a banner. And then real quick, I'll just throw up a couple of the shirts that
Yeah, of course.
Raphael Tavares Grip is one that did our stuff.
Oh wow. I love that.
A lot of people do. I forget that I have it on in public, and people are staring at me. I'm like, hey, what are you looking at? Oh. And then we made a T-shirt out of Thunder of God. Oh, darn it. Okay.
That's
Tell me
okay.
if you
We're
can
good, yeah.
still see it. Man, he made it like a sword. Is it showing?
Yeah, it's showing. Just hold it like right on your chest as if you're wearing it.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. So, and the back, I want it to look like a concert shirt, and so I had him put the lyrics on the back.
Oh wow.
Because you can be standing in the grocery store line, and people have nothing to look at, and boom, now they're reading the back of your shirt.
I
And
love
we
it.
did the same thing with another one. Oh, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. So, Battle Cry, and he made that logo for it, and it came out really good. And this one has the lyrics on the back also. You can get these at anchormerchandising.com.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna put that in the description too.
Yep.
Whatever you want in there, man, just let me know.
Okay,
Um,
anchormerchandising.com. You'll rewatch this and then you'll put it in there.
yeah,
And then you can go to Roxx Records, roxxrecords.com for our CDs. And I think there are other places too, like Boone's Overstock, and girdermusic.com.
beautiful. So
I got a
I'm
couple
gonna
more
edit in a
places.
couple of your songs here, and then I've got one more question for you. It's how I end all my shows.
Okay,
And then we'll make some noise together, man. If you guys
let's do it.
ever do some touring and hit up Alberta, we had Petra play a church for me about 30 minutes away, like not even 6 months ago. Like they're still rocking on.
Cool. Well, I went to their concert the last 2 years.
Yeah.
here in Michigan.
It's
So
beautiful. All
yep.
right, so I'm gonna play "You Love Me" first, and then I'll transition into the Thunder of God, so people could just hear how different those are, and then
Okay.
we'll be right back. I just do that so I know where to edit stuff
Yep.
out. Ah, yeah,
We
I
have this.
guarantee you've never been asked this question, and I got to go to a hockey game with Bret the Hitman Hart. He's like my favorite wrestler of all time.
Okay.
I had a I had this bucket list, and the last thing on it was meet Bret Hart. So I put out a tweet on Twitter, and I'm like, "Hey, here's my bucket list from being stabbed. This is the last thing on it." And a radio station in Calgary picked it up, and I got to go to a hockey game with Bret the Hitman Hart.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And so we were chatting for 3 hours, and I said, "Bret," I was still drinking then, but not like I used to. But I said, "Bret, I'm gonna bet you a beer if I ask you a question you've never been asked in your 10,000 interviews, you have to get me a drink." And I asked him this question. He's like, "What kind of beer do you want?" All right. So yeah, you're cool. So I'll come back. I'll ask you my question, and then if there's any links I need, I'll get from you as well because I'll write all
Okay.
those down when I get back. Here we go. I will make my little DX symbol here. All right, everybody, make sure you go check out We Are Resolute. Just an amazing band, powerful lyrics. Um, Music for me is my vice. When I can't sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning, some nights I still have little moments. I'll go and listen to music. And a lot of your songs, I love the tunes, I love the guitar, just the words, just beautiful
Thank
stuff,
you.
man. I'm really glad you came on with me.
Thanks for having me.
But here's my final question for you, and you can ask your bandmates this and get them to put their answers in the comments. Or if anyone watching this wants to answer this question and put it in the comments, and you're still listening this far ahead, kudos to you because attention spans these day and age, looking at
Yep.
podcast numbers. All right, but a 100-meter pigeon carrying contest. How many pigeons could you fit in your arms, your hat, your clothes, whatever? How many pigeons could you carry 100 meters and still have left in your arms at the end of the race?
Probably none. Because if they're anything like my cat, they're gonna squirm and then give me a cut right across. She's not her claws are out on her front paws, but not the back, and so
Oh,
when
oh
she
no.
leaps off of me, I've got like a 3 inch cut right here. I don't know
Well,
the answer. I don't think I'd be carrying one because they'd all be flopping and I'd be freaking out.
I hate to break the news to you, but that will put you in second last place out of my 120 episodes. Second to only a woman who has a phobia of pigeons and a phobia of Canada geese. So she wouldn't even answer the question. So because you at least answered the question, that'll put you in second last. But
All right.
it's a
At
badge of
least I'm
honor,
on
man.
board. I've never been asked that.
I guarantee you, no one has. I don't know. It's my little silly thing, but everyone out here watching, check out all the links down there. Like, subscribe here. Go over to Bryan's podcast. Like, subscribe there. Listen to his music, and don't forget to say one nice thing to one person every day of this year. It can change someone's life.
Yep.
shot production.